Gentlemen, from Connors Key, it's the dazzling Tom Doran! And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks trimmed with red and white, weighed in at 11 stone, 7 pounds, 8 ounces, extending his record to an 8 contest, 8 wins, 5 inside the scheduled distance. Ladies and gentlemen, from Dublin, Ireland, please welcome back, Cohan Luke Keeler! So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Prizefighter series pitches two undefeated fighters in semi-final number 2. Time to the bell is Jamie Kirkpatrick, and our referee in charge of the action when the bell rings and the action begins is Victor Loughlin of Paisley, Scotland. And this is 3 3-minute rounds, semi-final number 2.
Okay, boys, you know the rules. Obey my commands at all time. Defend yourselves at all time. God bless. Let's do it.
Well, these two are both worthy winners in their quarterfinals, but neither man 100% convincing either. And a big question about the Dublin man with that right hand, which looked a little bit swollen when we saw it being iced in the dressing room. Will he be able to throw with power those right hands? Tom Doran from Connors Key in North Wales is the guy that's looking to try and upset the odds here, because Keeler is the man that came in as the big favourite, and a mark around the left eye of Keeler as well.
I think Doran is a lot better now than he looked in his quarter-final. He's a real awkward customer, and it was the only clash of styles that we've had tonight. I think he's a lot better. He looks sharp, his movement's good, and he's a thinker. He thinks what he's doing. He's against a puncher here, so I would imagine he'll think even more.
That left eye of Keeler's opened up already, Jim.
Doran's getting the jab, working, there it is again. You sometimes worry with punchers that rely too much on power and they set themselves too much. So Keeler, I'm sure, have been told to busy up. He's walked onto the jab, but he's got close. This is good stuff.
Clever again from Doran. This is when he looked so good against Craig Cunningham in the quarter-final, when Cunningham was trying to lead off. Doran just picked him apart with counters. And here he is, he's trying to draw Keeler and punish him. And Keeler with a lot of work, waving his arms around and doing this, that and the other, but not scoring any points.
Keeler's struggling to string anything together, Nick. You know, it's single punches. You know, it's difficult to pin Doran down. Doran's movement's good, his concentration's good, and his punches are sharp. Exchanging jabs there.
So I say, waving your arms in the air and showboating is all well and good, but it's not going to win you any points.
He's not been allowed to use his power on the opener to get through with the right hand here, but it's nothing without reply. There's another one. He's happy with that.
He does like to celebrate his successes, Keeler, as well, doesn't he?
Maybe that's just in case the judges missed it, Nick. That good left hook back.
And he acknowledged that one, Keeler, as well. It was clever from Doran, who evades that right hand.
Yeah, we're seeing some quality right enough, Nick. This is really good boxing we're seeing here. It's not slam bang. There's two men who know what they're doing. They're thinking about what they're doing. I'm leaning slightly towards Doran so far.
Again, Doran out of range. Keeler rather out of range, as Doran just makes himself an elusive target. He's clever and he's composed, Tom Doran. And Keeler goes back to his corner. with a big fist pump to his fans.
Okay, I want you to start working that double jab. Once I start working that double jab, I bang the right hand over the top. Just move out to the right hand, okay? I want the jab before the right hand. The right hand follows the jab. Double jab, double jab. Get that jab to the body, bang right over the top. You're moving the head well, you're moving good. You're smarter this time, okay? Let's now...
Steve Collins running the corner in the absence of his brother Pascal Collins. Doing a pretty tidy job of it as well.
Yeah, that was a good round. They both had their moments. I just kind of slightly liked Doran, what was doing. Good composure, I think you used that word during the round. Always with an answer. As we said, Keeler had his moments. Not a lot to split them. This is a good one.
He doesn't look bothered at all, does he? Looking at Tom Doran there in his corner. And he's trying all the tricks, Keeler. I think they're wasted on Tom Doran. Look at all the feinting, all the movement. They're trying to draw the mistake. He's a nuisance, Doran. He really is. And Keeler doesn't seem to be able to work him out. Oh, no. No.
See, so the problem there, Nick, he's winding himself up for big punches, Keeler, when they should maybe settling down and just finding a way to get the punches on target. And he's putting everything into these punches. When he misses, his balance is gone.
And he's missing a lot. Getting caught with counters just like that. And again, that jab, the left hand of Keeler all over the place. Well, we saw in the last fight, Cello Renda just said, to hell with accuracy, I'm just throwing punches non-stop. I think Keeler's going to have to up with his work rate a bit, you know.
See, in these walks he takes on the ropes, you know, they're not impressing anybody. It's as though he's taking a breather when he hasn't really done any work. He's not been allowed to string anything together, and that's his big problem here. Doran looking really comfortable and confident. And
that was my comparison, Jim. Cello Renda, okay, a lot of his work was ragged. He was working every single second of every round. And that got him home.
Now, Keeler's problem is, you know, you're not remembering any real good, clean punches from him so far in this round. Setting himself for the big punches when really it should be busy up he's looking at.
Well, he's sliding out of trouble, Doran, and he's getting his forearms up to block punches as well. Meanwhile, that cut to the left eye is getting worse. Nice double left hook, one upstairs, one downstairs. As in the first round, the quality is coming from Tom Doran. Doing nothing with that left hand again here, Keeler.
I mean, Keeler must know he needs to give more of himself to get himself into this.
Oh, he made a mistake there, Doran, and he left himself open to a left to the body.
See, that's that touch gloves apology. You don't want to do that in there. Protect yourself at all times.
And it's really fired up Keeler. And Doran finishes that exchange with a little cuffing left hook and then another straight left on the back of it as well. Well, Doran slowly walks back to his corner, but this is a look of a man who's in control of things. Okay, and this isn't.
Too close to my liking, right? You're going to have to win this a 10-8 round to give me comfort. You hear what I'm saying, son? For 3 minutes, son, I want you to get out there and force your heart. You had him on the ropes there.
Well, Steve Collins is looking for a 10-8 round. So I think he knows his man is strong, and that's what you should never do. The other guy is at liberty to let a punch go. The referees give you a warning, get back down to action, never mind the apologies. Remember Victor Ortiz getting knocked out from Mayweather for doing the same thing. But I think Doran is boxing beautifully in this one.
They're very fired up in his corner. Doran's the calmest of the lot of them, and Steve Collins, you heard him, he sent Luke Keeler out and said this has got to be a 10-8 round.
Yeah, Steve Collins said the right things. He said this is really close, we want a 10-8 round. No, he didn't say you're behind. So you want to fire a fighter up, you want to bring the best out of him, and that is really what is needed for Luke Keeler.
Well, can Doran keep this going?
I'm impressed the way Doran boxes at his own pace. You know, he's never ruffled, he's never really pressurised. You know, he just seems comfortable and confident in there. He's got a lovely casual look about his boxing, but sharp at the same time.
And I'm baffled that he took 3 years out the game, Jim, as well, for work commitments, because he's a talent. Still only 27 as well. I mean, if he can come and win Prizefighter, I mean, if he can get past this fella and then tame Cello Renda, a lot of ifs there. I mean, that could open a lot of doors for Tom Doran.
Bit more urgency coming from Keeler now.
And more hip movement. He made those. He made him miss there with those lefts. And I think again there was a clash there because he was grimacing as he came away there. Keeler.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the hand that you've already mentioned. I didn't see anything else there. I wonder maybe if Keeler is boxing with one hand. Oh, good shot from Doran.
Reminds me a little bit of an early career Scott Quigg here, this Tom Doran. Early career. I'm not making that comparison. Oh, this is better though from Keeler. And Keeler is really starting to bring some heat now, still waving that arm around. But Doran's left jabs are falling short in this round. It's better from Keeler. Is it going to be enough to turn this fight in his favour?
No, Keeler's not doing enough. He needed a huge round. I think he needed a knockdown, actually. Now, that's another apology he wants to forget about.
Not everyone's as unsporting as you, Jim.
I would not from a distance, Nick. I'll say sorry, but do it from a distance.
Last few seconds here. And again, more showboating, more waving of the arms around from Keeler. I wonder how much of a factor that right hand has been for him, because it was swollen. But Doran has showed intelligence, composure and poise here. A nice left hook from Keeler right on the bell. But I'm with you, Jim. I don't think he's done enough, Keeler, to nick this one. Doran is certainly celebrating, and he was celebrating right in front of the Irish fans and the balcony.
Yeah, I mean, even scoring the last round to Keeler, you could be fairly gracious, because there wasn't a lot in that, even the third round. And I think Doran did more than enough in the first couple. And I think the talking to that Keeler got at the end of the second round, maybe his corner, felt pretty much the same. I think he lost it, he took too long to get going. He certainly improved in the last round. But for me, Doran is the one who should go through. And he really looks the part, and he looks as though he's paced both of his fights beautifully, with plenty left for the final, if he gets there. I have it 29. The third round I've scored to Keeler, but there wasn't an awful lot in it. If it hinged in the last round, I would have been swaying which way to go, but certainly a big improvement in Keeler's work, but I just thought he left it too late.
And while you're talking, I'm looking at Steve Collins and the rest of the crew there in the Keeler corner. They don't look like a crew that thinks they've got this. And if there's one guy who knows the game inside out, it is Steve Collins. And I'm looking at him now, Jimmy. He doesn't look like a man who thinks his man has won.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again an amazing semi-final, and now the judges' scores. Judge Phil Edwards scores the contest 29-28, Judge Terry O'Connor 29-28, and Judge Ian John Lewis 29-28, and all three judges are in favour of the winner, who will join Cello Renda in the final from Corners,
It's Tom Doran, and it's the right decision. And look who's first to congratulate him as well. So, it's Chelo Renner, who's been here before, against the fella that sprung a couple of surprises, Tom Doran. And